recording.
Okay, it's recording.
Yes, recording.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh my God. We both agreed to this recording because yeah, Patsy and I was speaking about spiritual connections,
Ancestral
ancestral
connection.
the ancestral connections through Haiti and through the Carolinas and so forth. We
Louisiana,
do Louisiana and all of the
Mississippi,
connections in Mississippi. Okay, so right now, as we're
and
speaking, I
Oklahoma,
don't know if you in Oklahoma, Louisiana,
and New York,
New York,
Florida, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided to start to record because we see and notice that there's a couple of orbs or portals there before, but before Patsy kept saying that there was other orbs before that behind me.
A lot of orbs since we started talking, and it's been a few hours. And when we're speaking, I'm looking and I'm seeing things, and she don't have no incense on. She didn't have anything on. And but later on in the conversation, she had some Yangling, and I've never used it. And I was going to say that to you too. I've never used it, so I don't know what it looks like. And it was those same sparkles, right? Gold, but it was a bunch of them now. I was like, okay. Maybe it was saying that that what she needed to do to protect herself. And we continued with the conversation, talking about all kinds of stuff. And then we got onto our ancestry and the connection with Haiti and Louisiana and Marie Laveau and those things. And I was saying that an ex of mine may be connected to Kata's mother. And as I said that, it was like something flipped up and landed. And Kata saw it at the same time. She took a picture of it. So you'll kind of hear us talking because it kind of recorded, but there were other pictures of it. But at some point, the orb, another orb had joined it. And now I see light and waves through it. But Kata sees it too on her side. And she's moved all kinds of things around, right? It just was, it was like something flipped. And I said, like it was a portal. And then there's like an eye in it. It could be a robin. Okay, Spirit said that. It could be a robin.
I can move and it's still there.
And I told Kata to get the Ankh because she had the Ankh out earlier. And I told her to bring it over here. But this has stayed there. We even came off of the video and conversation, and this is now being recorded because the other one wasn't being recorded. The only thing was recorded was when we both saw it, and Kata took a screenshot, 3 screenshots of it. I say 3.
Ashe. But it was just in confirmation. This was being done in confirmation thereof, the ancestors being around. Early this morning, before while in shower and getting out, upon me stepping out onto dry land, I spoke and called upon thee, Arisha, to be around for today and speak with me. So this is what I get. I do see them now, and they're very much profound. We stayed off the video of Skype for a little while before we connected back. Once we hung up, I didn't tell you this until now because we automatically came back in recording. I came back in. Once I hung up, I felt the energy and I thanked the energy around.
Ashe.
The presence.
Oh, and it just clicked. It just the volume just went in and out when you said it. Okay, so that's confirmation. Okay,
So I gave confirmation of that. Thank you for being in blessing and staying within the presence with me and us, and gracing us with the knowledge and being able to connect that together. So that is something very profound
That's exactly the word. That's exactly profound was what I was about to. Shit.
So
Profound. 1909 is what time is it? I
I,
can't see the clock because
I
the thing.
have 550.
Okay, so it's 1950. So that's six. Love. Okay, so we're protected by love, surrounded, and they love us. Our ancestors love us. We are doing the work. We're trying to get the tribe back together, and they're watching us. They're watching us do the work, and they're respecting us doing the work. They're respecting us doing the work. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We are doing the work. We are bringing the tribes back into alignment, every one of us, collectively.
And
Ancestors.
in confirmation of that, we are at 550 in my mountain timing and at 550 in the recording right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but
Mm-hmm.
I do much appreciate that because that was very, I mean, I'm not sure
A
how.
karmic, a karmic completion.
Oh my
Gemini
God.
had got a graduation, and I remember it from a long time ago. I did a reading, and it was 55, and I think it was a spiritual completion because five is change.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a graduation, accomplishment. Maybe this is our accomplishment, our gold medal. Maybe that's our gold medals.
There's a confirmation. There's the bill there. Ashe. Ah, thank you.
And they told me mission accomplished on the reading for the collective that I did on Tuesday, which was the day of the full moon. And on top of the thumbnail, it says mission accomplished.
Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I gotta watch that again.
I just heard Soul Tribe in Effect.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
Good,
Soul
good,
Tribe
good,
in
good,
Effect.
good, 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 good. That's good though. That's good. That's
Yes, right
exactly what we're here
on.
to do. That's exact. I feel good.
I got chills just
I just
now.
feel
That
lighter.
was
I
that's
feel
wonderful.
lighter. That's wonderful.
This is
That's
so crazy.
great.
Look, they just sitting there. They won't even go away. I've tried to go around different things to try to cover things up. I don't have any glass on the table. You know, she even asked me and confirmed. I mean, I done shoved the light, covered the light, moved. We've
All
gotten
right.
off
Okay.
this
Okay.
whole way.
They just said
So
don't worry about it. It
thank
ain't
you.
going no. It is not going nowhere. They said. No.
And I know it had me going in there washing my
What's
face a couple
today's
times
date?
today. I kept, why my face so shiny?
Right. And I was telling you
I
about
kept saying,
putting
wait a
the
minute, let me go wash
cascarilla
my face, but I
that
couldn't.
right,
I
and
kept
that's that
washing it, but it was
mask,
just shiny.
and it looks like that mask that I was telling you about with the cascarilla. On my end, that's what it is.
Hey, did you see my new
That's
mask? Oh, I haven't talked to you. Look what I bought.
okay.
In
Okay. Okay. Okay.
there, just got the little shells.
Right. The
And
scars.
yep.
That's art from Benin. So that's again more confirmation of the connection with the French and the African, because Benin was a French colony. Yes, and I'm saying, wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
I bought that girl. I was like, oh, cool. This is
And I
specifically
know that because that's where my DNA is from, the Fon tribe.
I'm drinking out of this, but I'm so thirsty. It's just for me.
Oh no, darling, I've been drinking. I was drinking cranberry like a idiot a few weeks
Oh,
ago.
this ain't cranberry juice.
What is it now?
It's tea. I just didn't
Oh,
want to
good.
use. I
The
didn't want to
bottle.
have the
Right,
big
right,
jug.
right, right, right. And yeah,
Yeah,
that
this is.
yeah.
It just says, look, it used to be cranberry
I
juice.
was
But
just
after it
fingering.
was done, I just so happened to put tea in it.
I was just using it for the water.
Oh,
And mine is cranberry mango, and that's that's my grandfather mango. He would always have mango tea.
I
That was
only use this because Cyan
and
always
it's
be using
orange.
the other one, Kool-Aid, and I don't really like Kool-Aid.
And that cranberry and that orange, that's Oya and Oshun. Hello.
Yeah. But I'm so appreciative of this because that gives me extra confirmation today. It gives me extra
I just got a
confirmation.
confirmation over here.
Soul tribes, you know what I'm saying? All the soul tribes across the board.
That's good.
I'm
Everybody's coming together. Everybody's coming into union. Everybody,
yeah.
the tribes are getting straightened out. Everybody's connecting with who they're supposed to connect with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all
As we
that.
said, Ashe, because it's 555.
Even my idiot DMX, because his last name is a French name. That's the same energy. Is that same ding just came up.
555. All right.
That's that
Hey.
energy. That's that energy. So something viva la France. And you know, when I was a little girl, when I was going to tell you earlier, they taught me three languages, right? English, French, and Spanish. I was like, what the fuck? French, right? French was first. This little orb just went around. Yeah, French was first. So after English, of course. But when they started teaching me language, it was French. And I never after that I learned Spanish, and that was good. I got all the way up to college with Spanish, but I still French is easier to know because I know Spanish, because they're both Romance languages, right? So Latin, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's hmm, okay. That
Yeah.
romance,
So
that
we
romance.
also, like I said, we also earlier were talking about some different stuff along the way, and then she brought up Marie Laveau. So we know that that's one of the best
Oh,
connections
very
to
much.
came in, and she was just speaking so fluent. Like I'm like, hey, hold it. I'm giving respect, but you're talking too fast.
Yeah, I can't do the. But you know what though? When I was working, spirit.
That's
The job that I had working at
I
Computer
may be Creole
Associates,
yet, but you're speaking too fast yet.
the job I had working at Computer Associates, I was in charge of Canada, and the area was French. Like you have to speak French to work that area. I didn't speak French enough to be being a collections administrator for the Computer Associates company, but damn sure well I was, because I was able to read the contracts because I understood Spanish and enough French from fourth grade
Mhm.
to get through conversations. But if you try to call like Quebec, there's certain areas of Canada that they only speak French. They can speak English, but they don't mess with you business wise if you can't speak French, or at least try to. This is back in the 80s, right? And here I am, a little black girl in New York,
Yeah, I
but
know
they
they
don't
say
know
that
that.
Americans are some of the laziest people because we only speak one language.
Yes. Yes, it's the truth. Most of the other countries, people are bilingual because everybody learns English. So we ain't doing nothing special by learning English. We will do something special when we start understanding these other languages. But whatever the case
Yes.
is, and that's part of this also, because there are those of us who still speak Spanish. There's parts of those of us in the family in this soul tribe that still speak French, that still speak all of these, that even speak Yoruba, that even have those connections. Okay, so this is about, and Native American also, very important. All of this tribe, our little light, is that conglomeration of those energies. And so therefore they want us to remember these traditions and honor these traditions, because when the last a name, a human is remembered only as long as there's someone calls their name in prayer, or someone remembers to call their name. Like if you never speak of that ancestor, they don't exist. So that's why they want us to learn about the traditions of ancestor veneration, because when you transition, you hope your children and their children remember to call your name. That's your bloodline. That's your people who have survived, and they want to keep these are survivors. These are the Seminole Geechee color people, the warriors, the
Yes, ma'am.
unconquerable spirit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We shall not be moved.
Nope.
We shall not.
Nope. And I should hope and pray at this point that people are already standing up, waking up, and making sure that they are playing their part.
Get
And
it
if you are
together.
playing your part, I'm so much grateful for
We're
you.
not going to be lost. We're not going to be lost. We lost so many people across this globe. They're saying we cannot be lost. We cannot be lost. They want us to utilize the tools that we have to make ourselves memorable, to make sure that you will be remembered somewhere by someone. When they look for you, they can call your name because they'll see your picture, or they'll hear your voice, or they'll see your accomplishments somewhere. The honor. Not everybody's going to get their picture on a quarter or a dollar, right? And we see what they're doing with the history books, right? So you want to be remembered the way you want your children and their children to remember you. Start doing things to make yourself memorable, right? Do things to make yourself memorable to your family. That's your legacy. That's our legacy.
The Seminole
The
and other
symbol.
Geechee tribe.
Gullah Geechee. Unconquerable. Unconquerable. We're still here. And we still stand regardless.
Wananishta Wakan. Yes. Wananishta Wakan. What goes around must come back around.
The serpent has to find its tail. We got to get back together, folks. It's not a bad thing, it's a healing. The serpent is looking for its tail. It wants to bring us together in a circle. Connections, healing, exposing. No more lies, no more secrets. Clean it out, heal it. Wow. Okay. The eyelash came off.
That's all right. You did the work.
Woo, Lord. Oh, that's a joke. Okay. Gotcha. Here. Gotcha. Funny. Yeah, still there. That eye is looking dead at me. Wow, Kata, this is wild. This is wild. And we haven't spoken in weeks. That's the strange thing. I have been going through it. And Kata has been wanting to speak to me, and I just keep saying, give me a chance. I'm still working, I'm still healing. I'm coming out. And this is really the first time. And I promised her because I was on the phone trying to do shit with my internet and my Wi-Fi and couldn't get nothing, a package. I'm trying to save some money around here, bills. And after I got off the phone with no help from them, I said, oh, I got to call Kata back. And we've been talking, and just through all of this, so much information, so much spirituality. She's been sharing so much, and I'm so glad to be talking to her. But I started talking about my ex and her mother, and that was it. That was the connection. That was the connection because that's what started me on this when they woke me up and told me to go to the computer and Google his name. And then last week that came up in my algorithm about his story. And now, and why? I said, your mother, Jack. Yeah.
So we were connecting all of the last names of the ancestors.
Yes. McGriff,
McGriff, McGirt,
mm-hmm.
Carolina,
McCrogle,
uh,
McCreary,
Gordon, McCreary,
mm-hmm.
Gordon.
Mm-hmm. Gooden. My landlady's name was Gooden when I first moved to Long Island. And I was just talking about them the other day. Gooden.
Jackson. So other names,
Jackson,
if you
McDonald,
call any one of you who even might want to
Richardson,
listen to that, you might hear it.
Richardson,
Richardson.
Richardson, Richardson, Adams.
Yes, definitely Adams, because that
Adams.
was my mother's brother's last name was Adams. And that was the family that, you know, where back then those families allowed other families to, if they had other kids, you know, like wayward kids, I can't afford to take care of my 30th kid, so here you take this kid, and the other people only had 22, and that was all right with them back then. You know what I mean?
So that the people had too many kids, and other families only had 11, so they took what are they 22. Hey, you gotta make it work, because maybe their boys were big enough to take care of the land, or maybe their girls were big enough to do something. You know, hey, listen, they doing that shit in the projects. Black folks know how to make that shit work.
That's how them Seminole
We make
Indians.
that shit work. We make it work. However way we gotta make it work, we make it work. That's right. You got too many boys over there. I ain't got enough girls. I'll take some of them girls off your hands, and you can have some of my boys, because I can't feed them. Y'all got enough over there. Yeah. It's like that. So what? We made it work. That's like the foster care shit they do in the projects I was telling you about. Right? We make it work. They can't outsmart black folks. Shit, however the way it go, they say.
Borrow some of your kids.
Yeah, let me just borrow, like we do. Oh, they borrow people kids to put on their tax returns. Put some shit, right? Put some shit in the baby's name, and the baby grow up, and she trying to put shit on in her name. She can't get it done. Listen, by any means necessary means by any means necessary. It's the dark and the light. Your parents do what they got to do to make shit work. You know. So hey, sorry, we don't only know what to do, what we know what to do.
Right.
You know, you gotta make it in this world. Not everything is always going to be above board. There's a lot of laws been broken by a lot of folks in order to make sure that their people, their kids can survive, and they just don't talk about it because, hey, why talk about it, right? Just like everybody has those are the lies too. Some, don't have to all have to do with sex and babies outside. There may have been something else that went on that the parent just don't want to let the child know about that side of their personality or lifestyle that they may have left.
Your
That
mama and your daddy was a freak in the bed. They was a freak. Like they had about 5 extra more kids that y'all didn't know nothing about back on the outskirts. But you ain't here for me. I'm just kidding.
I ain't saying nothing. But I was telling my girlfriend the other day, I said, listen, dude, people do shit on both sides. I know people that they got the grandmother have kids by the father, then an outside baby, and then more kids by the same father, and then another outside baby. Like, what the fuck?
But they still stayed together.
Yes.
He still brought home the money. He still brought home the check. He still, because she was able to maintain everything and keep him a house and some food. All he needed was a little bit of money to go kick it and have fun and go back to work.
And the nerve that it was known enough that when he passed away, his people wouldn't take those other extra kids.
Well.
And that's how that shit happens. Okay, you got 2 extras. I'll take them.
Right, I'll take them. Give me these, and then you get these.
Yeah. That's why it's a soul tribe. That's why it's not all the blood. It's not all the DNA. Because, what we were talking about before, it's about the people that were on the same plantations with us, the people that were on the same sharecropping with us, the people that was up in Harlem with us. Who the fuck knows what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? Folks leaving babies on steps of folks that they knew would take the baby in. I told you somebody left the baby in the back of the cab. One of my cousins was a back of the cab, allegedly. But who knows that it was really the back of the cab? Maybe her father was really her father. And he just brought the baby home to her mother and told her somebody left him in the back of the cab. You never know.
Right.
There's a whole lot of cab stories in this world, right?
Okay, why the heck you didn't report it, dang it? No, it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and mom, and she's so glad to have a baby. She thinking she's got a blessing, right? So no, that's a lie that may have happened somewhere.
I
Okay,
put
so
way too much sugar in
nothing,
there.
nothing, not everybody happy, everybody happy, everybody happy, everybody happy. See, and
It's
that's
it
built
was
on a
tastes
lie.
like
It's a foundation built on a lie, but it could have a happy ending, right? Rapunzel, right? And right, right? It could have a happy ending. So, let's not fault our forefathers and mothers for the bullshit that they did and came, into, and shit happens. We all have lives. We ain't proud of the shit we all do. So why
no.
should we may have them up on
When you
pedestals.
know
They didn't
when
actually
you
be on
know better,
pedestals.
you do better.
Right. When you know better, you do better. We have better resources and better education. That's why they expect us to break these karmic cycles, because they know that we know better, and that we see, I just got a confirmation of something
Excuse me.
from TikTok. Yeah. 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 We know better. We know better. And that's why they're hoping and they're rooting for us to break these karmic cycles. But we're being
Child,
told
it's
today
hard,
that
ain't it?
it's done. We're done. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Kate, something.
Yes, we done, but I'm just saying, I mean, that
Jesus.
bridging that gap,
Listen, it wasn't easy.
I
Those people.
I actually was trying to bridge the gap way beforehand, but I see why now. Because and especially with the Orishas too, in that whole
400
get
years.
get to know thyself of that part of
Mm-hmm.
me,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to address all the only just the Seminole energy in itself and not really look at everything in its
And
entirety. Not I didn't
It's
look at it.
Jewish. It's Jewish. It's Jewish. It's Jewish. It's
The
Jewish.
Jewish,
And
I
it's
didn't want to get caught up in the Jewish
Scottish.
mystery.
Scottish and Jewish. Scottish and Jewish. Okay. Irish.
Yeah, didn't want to
Scottish.
get caught up in the Jewish mysticism and stuff like that.
But it's
So,
but it's in there too. Wait,
right.
wait,
But
wait.
I
Didn't
had to work
I?
with the Orisha and them
So
work with me.
wait,
So
wait,
I'm
wait.
very much grateful. Thank you.
Right on my bed. You talking
That is
stuff.
so. When I'm
Wait.
looking at it, it looks really weird. It looks like I could go up and jump into it.
Yeah, like it's a portal.
Huh.
Wait. Why is this?
Oh, shoot. Jewish mystic. Oh, hey.
Because I asked my DMX, does Jewish people do this? Do mysticism? And he says, yeah, I think
Uh-huh.
they do. And
Yeah,
so
they
I
do.
Googled it. This was a couple of years ago. I've had this book, but I'd never read it. But I happened to pull it out, and it's on my bed when you said that. So yes,
Yeah,
again,
that's
it's
what you
part
should
of
read.
it
You should read
also.
that because that's what they put us. They put us on
Yeah,
all these squares. Oh my God. Read it.
and
We
they're
got to
part
talk.
of that. That being that J on the high priestess is part of the cabal. All
Yes,
of that.
ma'am.
There's symbol limbo. They teach about astrology in the Jewish church, in the
Mhm.
synagogues and stuff. There's a lot I've learned about astrology and things. Listen to their seminars. These are the things that they teach in the Torah and the Kabbalah, and those things, right? And because the internet again available. Thank you, Aris. Thank you, Aegon. That we have access to this information, so we confirm some of the things again from the people who put stock in the scriptures and the
Mm.
Bible and all of that, that is again connected to the Ifa, to the beginning, to the pyramids, to the beginning of civilization, where we come from, the builders that we are, the
Mhm.
architects. Kata, I told her that I'm getting that information about her being part of an architect, and as I'm saying this now, her lineage being architects, and they may have been masons, and they may have been scientists and part of building. And she had a dream about a building and about Iron Man, right? You had said that earlier, right? So that was one thing. And there was something else about, oh, my grandfather on my father's side was a mason in concrete. Like they used to make the sealants that go in the around the caskets. This masonry company, like,
Mm. I
mm.
yeah, I was. I was explaining to her about the, not so much as the Iron Man itself, but like the Stonehenge head. And then underneath the firmament was a full body, stone body. But then on the other side of the world, his toes were sticking up as the Stonehenge. Like, so that's where she brought in the segment. And then I explained to her
I'm
that
sure
I
that's
had
some that's some metaphor for something.
it was so wild.
Who knows?
And but that
Maybe
was
maybe that's what it is. Maybe the whatever the statue was broke down and you know ended up on a mountain somewhere, and it's the toes of the Iron Man that was built somewhere by the Mayans or some shit back in North America, and it's
well, it was like
flowed.
this, like this was his body, like this was the head, and it just so happened like miles and miles and
Yeah.
miles, and his feet was up like that.
Maybe that's the explanation for it. Look at Bob Marley on the TV right now. Bob
He's
Marley.
right there.
Okay. Redemption song. So
He
there's
said,
something
"Oh,
with
don't try to let him fool you. Try to screw you.
Okay,
Hey, oh,
it's two.
no."
What is it? 806. Yep,
Yeah.
that's an 8. No, that's an 8. 206. 2006. Yeah. Don't make them fool you. Don't make them fool you. Don't make them fool you. They know. Rihanna's having a baby. Why? Why are we saying this? Leave Rihanna out of this. Rihanna's having a baby ASAP. That's a weird name. Why did I take note of that today?
I'm like, why
I guess
is
things are going to be changing. The things are coming to birthing. Things are going to be changing as soon as possible. The cycle is wrapping up. The cycle's wrapping up. Things are going to be moving forward. People are getting into position, and they're becoming aware. They're becoming
Thank you.
because it's time. It's time.
Yes, thank you. And we need to start putting
Age
something
of Aquarius. Yes. Age of Aquarius. Where we are.
Yes, ma'am.
It's Lent. Yes, we're coming into Lent season. Okay, we're coming into that season of Lent. We're going to give up something. And
it's really wild.
And the Spirit said they're going to give up something to us too. We're getting gifts.
Oh yes, I've been like, that's another reason why I was like, I was getting anxious. Like, I want to talk to Patsy. I want to talk to
Pia. The line just jumped.
I was like, I want to talk to her because I literally had got to the point where I was being called into different areas, and I was like, why am I here at the Imperial desk? What's going on? What did I do? At the Imperial Commander's desk, what did I do?
Oh, calling you in.
Look, right, calling me in. So I was like, well, what to do? What I'm about to do?
Call of Duty. They just said Call of Duty. They just said Call of Duty. What the fuck is that? That's a game?
Yeah. I'm like, what am I about to do?
You passed boot camp.
Yeah.
You passed boot camp. And I was talking about that. This journey is like the boot camp. We passed out of boot camp. That's the graduation. Made it to the other side. We did something in that conversation, and the Spirit is happy about it. So maybe you mentioned that to your mother. We'll show this to her, maybe about the name, and tell her. Maybe it'll bring something back to her mind and find out what it is, because this is intense. That is deep. That is deep. Like I said, this shit started by me Googling his name. One morning, the Spirit got me out of my sleep and to the bed. Out of the bed into the computer.
And the reason why we brought Marie Laveau up was because I was explaining to her that in the last month or two that she come into my energy.
I'm recording.
Due to the simple fact of
Did you bring me some water?
Someone speaking of her to me, and she got upset during a conversation. So Marie Laveau came in and started speaking in Creole and French to me. And I'm like, hey, slow down. You're talking too fast. I need you to slow down. I can't understand Creole French like that fast. You have to slow up a little bit for me to understand your words. And then I got frustrated and was like, hey, because she still was just going on. You could tell she got frustrated and was just like, you could tell she was about to curse me out. And I was like, hey. And she was like, I was like, just speak to me in English. And then she started explaining to me how people were trying to use her name, and she didn't appreciate that, you know. And I was explaining to the people about that anyway, about like back then when we were younger. I don't, you know, without even putting how old I am, you know, longer than, you know, when I was a teenager. You know what I mean? She said that, you know, young white people and people would always try to use her name and, you know, go and, you know, vandalize her cemetery and things of such. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they've moved it now by now because they did do a story on that. But it was just crazy that she would bring that up because she just said that she was thinking of Marie Laveau this morning or this afternoon or what have you.
She's been in
And
my thoughts for a lot.
she didn't.
A lot.
hmm
She has
I
been.
have been
Just
wanting
around
to
here on
talk
the
to
bed.
that for a good minute behind that
Mhm.
because it was so like, wow, here she comes. She's talking. She really don't want to be bothered to her, but she just like, look, she's tired of people utilizing her energy with misutilizing it with you haven't really been born into it.
Yep. 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 And she said to me about a coven,
hmm
and there's a warlock at the head of this coven.
We did speak about the warlock energy within the last couple months because you know that that's something that you and I have always talked about these last some odd years about
And the
how
warlock,
Martha.
it could come in any form. It could come as a priest. It could come as a pastor. It could come as a babalawo. But it's a bunch of women that are following behind a man,
Mm-hmm.
promising riches, promising riches. But no, that's not where those riches lie.
Hmm.
It's not with that masculine energy. Nope. They have to
Well,
stand up for themselves. They have to stand up for themselves. They have to stand up for themselves. Okay,
mhm.
so we were talking about, well, not talking about, but that energy, that R. Kelly energy, that type of thing, also, any
Yeah.
energies like that,
We talked
pimps,
about that too.
yeah.
But within the last some odd 4 or 5 months too, we have dealt with Aaliyah in some of our readings too. So she has come in
Yeah,
to other
yeah.
readings and she was saying, you know, how the energy was.
Yeah, Aaliyah's
I
important in this
understand
too.
that sometimes people feel like she should get revenge on the guy, but hey, we ain't gonna get into that on
No,
live right, on this video
no,
right now.
no, we're not doing that. Vengeance is mine. It'll take it. Listen, if there's somebody's karma, somebody, whatever, whoever's supposed to get karma, you'll see it if it's meant for you to see it. If it ain't meant for you to see it, then you won't see it. But believe
Right.
that will get karma in divine timing because things have to be set up a certain way for karma to happen for people, right? And some
I say.
people, you might think that they're supposed to get karma, but some people's karma is good karma. You just think that they're supposed to get bad karma because they
Right.
hurt you, but you don't know what you did to them in the past life that maybe this is their revenge. So
Ah.
cool your heels. Cool your heels.
That's my Jay-Z. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Facts.
Double fix.
So let's not judge people's karma because
Right.
that karma may have been earned or not. I'll see. Yeah, got burned.
hmm
Okay, don't judge people's karma. Just let it
Right.
happen. All right,
That's
because
all
things
right.
turn
Yeah.
all the time. Things turn because it's all energy and it's all free will. And some people could get themselves out of their own karma like that. They could learn their lesson like that, and they don't have to drag it out. As long as maybe you may have, because
Yeah.
it took you longer to figure things out. Some people
That's
are
what I was saying
quicker than
earlier.
others. Some
Yeah, I
people
was
are quicker
saying
than
that's what I was saying earlier about forgiving the
mm-hmm.
other the ex Marduk. We'll just put it like we'll call him Marduk. Marduk, forgiving him right away as to have already knew the reasonings of why you said you wanted revenge. I already knew why you wanted revenge. You know what I mean? It was just, I was appalled.
Mm-hmm. But I tell you, revenge comes in different forms, you know?
Because you were such a Christian.
Don't matter. If somebody has a twisted mind, okay, or somebody that doesn't want to take
Full accountability and responsibility.
accountability, responsibility for their part in the drama,
Mm-hmm.
in order to clean their energy, they're going to take shit out on you. They're going to project shit on you. Right now, we all do it when we're going through our, ascension process, and we see things in other people that we can see in ourselves also. Right? We all have our narcissistic tendencies. We own that. We all have done things that we don't, we're not proud of. We own that. But at the same time, you're not any less of a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to get revenge, right? But other folk feel that is, listen, I've said it before. Men go to war when they feel their emotions. Women go inside, they think. They try to reason it out. They try to logic it out. Right? Men act. That's why there's wars. Because men don't like that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
They fighting against it. So they get their feelings hurt. They get their feelings hurt. The little girl in them, that feminine energy in them, sucks, transforms and uses that masculine energy to get revenge because she's still hurt and he hasn't addressed it. So,
Yep.
because they don't want to look at the fact that they have masculine and feminine in them both. All babies start off as little girls, honey. All babies. You become a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And more girls, more boys are conceived and more girls are born because the feminine energy is the stronger gene, right? It's not sharing with another chromosome. It's X, 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 X. Boy is X,
Mm-hmm.
Y, X, Y, X, Y. So it's not as strong, right? But you all start off as girls, and more girls make it to birth by miscarriage, abortion, mishap, whatever. At the end of the day, more girl babies survive. So we come in stronger to begin with. Hemophilia affects boy children, not girl children, because it would kill a girl as soon as she had her first period,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're protected about certain things, right? So they have their strengths and we have our strengths. They have their protections, we have ours too. Yeah, we have ours too. And they want us to stop fighting one another and appreciate the differences. If we balance one another out, good and the bad. Everybody has good and everybody has bad. Everybody has light, everybody has dark. We work together, we can balance out our lights and our darks in our
Mm-hmm.
friendships, in our relationships. But there's some people, listen, they show their hand, you know who they are. Try to look at it from a higher perspective. You know, they're trying to protect themselves for whatever reason
Mm-hmm.
and just move on, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right because your mission has been accomplished.
I'm grateful.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Mission has been accomplished. It's all right. It's all
I
right.
am.
Y'all got this. And they're very happy. And they're watching. They've been watching. They're very happy. They're very
Yeah,
happy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate them too. I really am.
That's
And I
interesting.
asked for
That's
their
so
presence for today. I almost forgot for a half a second that I had did that once I stepped out.
mm-hmm.
So I wasn't, I was just going
That
about the
yellow.
normal.
What is that? Oh, that's my lampshade that's looking
You
yellow.
see those?
What is that? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay. That's my lampshade over this side. I got it. Anyway,
See those orbs right there? I'll send it to you.
are you sending it to your daughter?
We were, Yeah, we were recording it right here. So I was trying to see it more defined. If you can't see it because we are recording, whenever we decided to upload this or what have you, we both were looking here on the orb. Look at this. Oh, and I was like, oh my gosh. It's almost like you could see a face in there.
Yeah.
I washed my face a couple times because I kept saying, my face is too shiny.
No, that's the ancestors all over you, baby. All over you.
And I'm not, look, not that it's anybody's business, but yeah, it's a full, yeah, when the moon came in, yeah, I was doing my ovulating too. Not just kidding.
Okay.
So
Beware.
if that's the confirmation of your 28-day cycle,
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Anyway, I'm gratefully out of that whole club. I don't even have to worry about that. Thank you, God. I produced a girl and a boy. I did my part. I put one. I mean, you know, I did my thing. That's it. I'm done. I'm fine. I'm good. I thank God for that. I fulfilled my obligation.
I'm still trying to play hopscotch, whatever that meant. Higher self. Better watch it.
Hopscotch.
Yeah.
That came up for me the other day too. Anyway. Oh shit. TV just came on by itself. What is that? Anyway, darling, I can't wait to upload this. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Right? I'm gonna put it up. You can put it on your channel too, I guess. But
yes, we're gonna do that. But that was so great that we were just talking about the ancestors and it all came together like that. Now I've actually, like, I'm serious. I've actually turned off all the lights. I've moved things around. There's no glass around.
Everything is the same way. It turned up. It flipped. It was like a gold.
It's just there. It looks like I can run up and go jump inside the wall.
The pentacle on the Ace of Pentacles, that big pentacle comes up. It looked like that, like it flipped up. And remember I said about your name may not be on a quarter or a dollar, you know?
The flip of a coin.
I don't know, girl. The hell? But it's all right.
It just looks like I could go and jump like to the top of the screen. Like I could feel all this too.
It's a portal. It's a portal. It's a portal, and they're fine. They're watching us, and we're good. We have reached a certain level. 55. Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe. Thrice 3.
Okay, darling. Well, this has been, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even know. Ding. I was saying, I don't even know what to call it. And then it said ding.
A double ding.
Shit. A double ding. That's what I'm going to call it. A double ding. Wow. Wow. It's so funny. One of my subscribers told me that her and her boyfriend was having a conversation. And he was trying to make a point, and Ding came, and he said, "See, Ding," because he's been watching the videos too. And he said, "See, Ding, right? All right." Oh, that's cute. Okay. That's okay. That's what it's gonna be. Double Ding.
Okay, well, I'm gonna name it something else, but that was cute. That was
cute. That was cute. All right, Kata, let's come out of this, Lord. And all I've eaten is fish for the last 4 days.
Oh, I ate fish last week like that. Yeah. Bunch of lemon. I was eating it so much I cut my finger trying to cut some lemon. Putting lemon on everything. On my chicken. On my fish, my salmon.
Mm-hmm.
I had some good pieces, and I had a big piece of lobster too.
Oh, I did that last week. Bad. I had them send it to me steamed with the shrimp, the Creole. Man, what? And the potatoes and the sausage. I was in it.
Mm.
I said I deserved this, and I had it delivered to my door. And I ate it all by myself, and it was a good thing. And
Mhm.
one of my friends brought over a bottle of port wine, and I like that because I don't usually like dark wines. But
Mhm.
the port is good because it's almost like Manischewitz, what
Mhm.
that they drink. You can give kids Manischewitz. You can't give kids port. This it's not that sweet, but
Yeah,
it's
that's too. Yeah,
sweeter.
that's
And
too
I like
pungent.
sherry. I like
Pungent is what they call it. Pungent.
pungent. Yeah, I like sherry. Harvey's Bristol Cream Sherry. That's what I love, and I'm gonna get myself a bottle of that. I think that's good. That's that blue
Mm.
bottle. Harvey's Bristol Cream. Yeah, a local one likes that. She likes when I drink that. Yes, Harvey's
Hmm.
Bristol Cream Sherry.
I
Yes.
have not drank in a long time, but I will pour them something.
Yeah, do that. Everybody gonna get some rum. And I did that. I gave people rum.
Double
They,
ding on
yeah,
those.
I was giving people rum. I gave everybody rum and everything.
I've
Okay.
got one of my friends gave me an antique one, but I have never opened it. It sits over here with them, but it's an antique, and so I haven't opened it up. Look
Oh,
how
from the
old that
Virgin
is.
Islands. Oh,
Yes, it is so
okay.
old from the
That's a
Virgin Islands.
confirmation. That's a confirmation. That's confirmation. One of my spirit guides, his birthday, and he's from St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Okay.
I haven't
Got.
opened it. It just sits there for.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Let it sit there. You get some more rum. This is hold on to that. Hold on to that. That's special. Yep. You could put that on your ancestral altar, they said.
That's where it's at.
Then that's what it should stay. They enjoy that big bottle is good. But when you get some, just go get some Bacardi or some Ron Rico or something to just give everybody a little bit. They'll be very
Hmm.
happy because they're happy. They're celebrating right now. They're happy.
Thank you, guys.
Maferfun Egum. Maferfun Divine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So grateful.
Thank you.
Ooh, mission accomplished. Ashe. All right, my darling. Thank you.
Yes.
Talk to you
And
soon.
thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Bye bye.